Howdy, howdy. This is Jeremy, the Tall Trainer, and this is one of my favorite exercises. I'm going to show you this. This is in our resistance training workout for this month. One of my favorite core exercises, a pretty good leg exercise, and a decent arm exercise. So it is a full body exercise. So what this is going to be is a lunge and a row in a lunge position. Not a lunge in a row position, but kind of is. It kind of is. All right, so I got a nice big stance here, so a nice long stance here. I want to make sure I can really drop in here well. I'm going to go elbow to the knee on this. And what that does is it's going to try to get my back tipped over more. The worst thing we could do when we're doing rows is do them like this. This is up in my neck. I'm not squeezing back very well with my shoulder at all. So I need to tip over enough so that when I pull, I'm actually using those back muscles to do it. So I need to be tipped over more. Now, if you can, you want to try to drop really far, straighten that back leg pretty good, and really work this. Sometimes I'll even go hands free on the other side, and I'll do my row that way to get this biggest challenge I can on this front leg, and then as much stretching as I can get. Now, for most of us, it probably need to be still in contact with the elbow on there, but you're trying to get that rib, that lower rib, close to the thigh as you're tipping over. Now, if this is tough on your knees to get to this position, you can get to this position a little bit more. Go for that higher stance. Now, over time, hopefully you can start getting lower and lower, all right? But you can start off in this higher position and still get the row, because again, priority on this is make sure back is straight, but tipped over, all right? So you don't want to be hunching to get this position either, all right? No hunching or rounding to get here. Chest is out, butt is out, and that butt on that front leg is going to really complain. It's going to have a hard time on this, and that's fine. That's wonderful. If all you ever build is stronger hips and glutes and core and support muscles and you don't get to work your arm that much, so be it. Those are the ones that have the ground contact. Those are the ones that you're going to need first, usually before you have to pick something up. If you're going to pick up a refrigerator or something, you know, it's got to be able to get through your legs before it can even get to your arms. All right, and if we don't have the leg strength in there, that's the first thing we need to build anyway. All right, so we're tipping over. All right, so I got that. I leaned over, my chest is out, and then I'm going to pull up. When you're pulling up, so intricate this exercise. You know, it's so basic. I'm just pulling up, but I'm not just pulling up. I'm going to push my chest out and squeeze the shoulder back. I'm going to push the chest out first and then squeeze the shoulder back, and I'm pulling that weight more towards the rib, not up in here. So I'm not pulling up towards its own shoulder there. I'm pulling down into here, and I'm trying to keep the shoulder away from the ear while I'm doing this. So come in here, push the chest out, shoulder away from the ear, and I could lift this weight higher, but this is as high as I'm going to go. I could try to pull way up in here, but all of that gets me out of the right position. It no longer trains the thing that I want to train the most, which is awesome posture. All right, so I'm sinking in here, loading it up, straightening the back leg on the heel of the front leg, chest is out, and I push out and I row back. Now, if you want to get one extra little layer on this, imagine like you are rowing 1 inch wider. You know, so I'm in here, I can pull, I go just a little bit wider and pull, puffing that chest out. Now I get this open squeezing feeling in the upper back. That's really, really good. All right, so really puffing it out, squeezing the shoulders down and back. We don't want up in here. That as we're doing this. So again, the leg may be the thing that gives out first, but that's all right. Enjoy that. Stay with the lightweight until that leg builds up a little bit of strength. But you can, even though it's a lightweight, pause on that row. So if I'm over here, chest is out, butt is out, sinking down in here, I push the chest out, I can pause right here, and I can squeeze the shoulder away from the ear, chest out, and I can get more out of the weight, even though, you know, it might be on the lighter side. And I said that pause, let my shoulder do a little bit more of that work. All right, so we got one side, we do the other side, and that's kind of one of our sets for our strength training this month. All right, have fun, be safe. God bless.